All right, little ArkLaTex made. Love doing these stories. Businesses that start small, grow big, and in the process create lots of opportunity for lots of people. If you've lived in East Texas for any length of time, chances are if you bought a metal building, it probably came from General Shelters. And one of the reasons you bought that particular building was because of the fella who for years has ended his commercials with, "Just tell him James sent you."
I have always been a John Wayne fan.
I sort of knew when I saw the cowboy hat and that life-sized John Wayne. This was an old East Texas boy done good.
When you tell somebody something, be damn sure you tell them the truth, because you're going to have to answer to it.
I heard that, and I knew why James Campbell has had the golden touch. You see, James has been involved in a dozen businesses in his 87 years, and most of them have turned out pretty well. Take General Shelters, for instance. James started this as a mobile home business. It evolved into the metal storage building business. And almost 40 years later, he has one of the most successful in the industry. And they do all kinds of things. Storage buildings, yes. Every size and shape you can imagine. And now they've gotten into the oil field business. Things like solar-powered guardhouses for rigs or to guard the Mexican border.
So this is where you don't have power, remote locations.
Man camps for men to sleep in on remote locations.
South Texas where there's no infrastructure. North Dakota, Midland, Odessa.
Now, let's say your kids have moved back in, or you need a place for a mother-in-law, or you're just ready to retire. General Shelter offers these cabins, really nice, up to 1,000 square feet, 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, all the conveniences of home.
A lot of people downsizing, retirees saying, this is just me and my wife now, we don't need all this space.
If you want to grow a year-round garden, they've got a mobile greenhouse. They can put an office complex for up to 50 workers in the middle of nowhere. Something to shelter your equipment, your backhoe, your outdoor grill, your horses. It's said they have one of the best warranties in the industry, but mostly it's just the word of the guy in the hat.
Just tell them James sent you.
For almost 40 years, James Campbell has been doing business just one way.
If we tell them we're going to do something, we're going to do it.
And that means a lot to people.
Absolutely. That is good old East Texas way of doing business. A handshake is all you need.
Right.
And I think that's one of the reasons that he has been so successful with lots of businesses. He's involved in he used to be involved in auctions, cattle, he's been involved with a bank. I mean, almost everything he's touched has done very well.
Right.
But one of the reasons I think is that people know him, they trust him, they like him, and that's the kind of people that you buy things from. People like James Campbell.
And it's right there in Center, Texas. And
Yes.
you guys are actually going to be in Center tomorrow.
And you said you guys, that means plural.
Yes,
that means someone is
Rick
going to be
Rowe.
accompanying me.
That's right.
And the lovely Alexander Cranford will be in
So-
Center, Texas tomorrow at Sombreros at noon. Of course, our community caravan traveling to Center.
Yes.
So stop by and see these guys and tell them hello and let them know what's on your mind. They're in Center, Texas.
They may need to knock a wall out because when Alexander announced
They're going to flock there.
standing room only, it's amazing.
Oh, Rick is so nice, so nice.
Oh, I love it. Our time is now 6:20 on this Wednesday morning. Coming up for you next. Louisiana Senator David Vitter is here in the studio with us this morning. We'll sit down with a chat with him